Of the hottest entertainment on the planet and Fright fans across the globe. Enfuego here, and continuing my coverage of all of the Scream films. Just a little bit of reflection, because I've watched these films so many times at this particular point, and I have definitely revisited Scream 4 more than a lot of other entries, because this is my third favorite of the entire franchise. At times, I think it even is in contention with 2 for just having a lot of interesting things to say, much more so than just about the genre of horror, but just what society was starting to become when this film was released in 2011. And so over a decade since the Scream 3 had essentially ended the trilogy in the estimations of a lot of people. But even in that commentary track for Scream 3, Wes and his producer and editor were like, you never know. It just took them a lot longer to get the ball rolling and everything. Thank goodness Kevin Williamson was back for this one, because you can most definitely tell, compared to Aaron Kruger, who came back for a little bit of rewrite and polishing from what I was researching on IMDb and Wikipedia and stuff. But this is still very much, you can tell it's got the just dialogue flair that was courtesy of Kevin Williamson. He admits in various behind the scenes stuff, I can't really write action or, those sort of sequences. That's where I rely on Wes for, and maybe that's where Kruger came in for the polishes and stuff like that. But this had a lot to say about what the genre had become, as they address in the opening, the meta upon meta upon meta of the stab 7 is actually stab 6. It's the great little fake out at the beginning. I love that opening. Excuse me. And then, this is one that, unlike Scream 5 and 6, this one knew how to balance the legacy characters with the new characters. And I feel like the casting was a lot stronger. Emma Roberts is great as Jill Roberts, the cousin of Sydney. And then you've got Rory Culkin, you've got Anthony Anderson and Adam Brody. Alison Brie as well. All of those in much smaller roles, obviously, but still, the fresh blood specific. And how could I forget, the cheerleader, Hayden, playing Kirby and everything, which it's very funny in the commentary upon my revisit. She even mentions that it was in my contract that, I wasn't going to be shown dead on screen. So who knows, maybe I could come back. Lo and behold, look what happened in Scream 6, man, But I just dug this. I loved how they did up the carnage a little bit, which is kind of funny for, Lillard and Nev saying, oh, the 5 and 6 got too gory. Man, the scene in the bedroom with their friend is it's not quite as crazy as Terrifier 2, but still kind of, there's enough blood in that bedroom, after girl gets chopped up and intestines and everything. And really, the standout for me is Emma Roberts at the very end, where she's talking about, I don't need friends, I need fans. And, just how everybody is so just obsessed with becoming famous through the internet. It had so much great commentary to say about us as a society. And 5 and 6 have just emulated this last brilliant original entry.